Welcome to my Q&A. It's every Thursday, so come and get your comments in the comment section. I will try to answer them all next week. Welcome to my Thursday Q&A, guys. Woo! Okay, so every Thursday I make these videos. As I said, drop your comments in the comment section, and I will do my best to answer you next week. So let's get started. Bob Runde? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, dude. Says, I'm not fucking, yeah. Bulging. Bob Runde asked, if you could do it again, would you have had a bigger Dometic fridge like the DC 60 or 80? Yeah, if I could fit it. I got the biggest fridge I could fit in this thing. I would love to have more room in there for stuff. Vanishing Phoenix asks, would you ever consider traveling with a pet? If so, a dog or a cat? Okay, I'm definitely a dog person. I've met a few cats that I got along with pretty well, and we kind of got each other. But I'm definitely a dog person. I don't want to feel like I'm limited, like I can't go and do stuff or I can't go and work because I have to leave my dog in the car and it might die. So that's why I don't have a pet. My girlfriend, if she does come up to America and travel with me, then she will be bringing her dog and one of us will work while the other one stays with the pet. I know that other people have worked it out and it's worked just fine for them. They figured it out, but I'm not willing to do that, and I don't want to feel limited. Plus, I don't like picking up poop. It totally grosses me out. K. Jewel asks, what are some interesting places in or around Salem that you can suggest? Salem, Massachusetts. Go up to Gloucester, and they have a pretty awesome long walking, like, beachside park thing, and there is also a pretty cool nature-y place not too far out of town, which is on the way from Salem if you go on the highway that goes along the ocean, which you should anyway. And there's another town in between Salem and Gloucester. It's the town right before Gloucester that has some pretty cool old buildings, and they have an old cemetery there that is, it's like Revolutionary War era. And they have the Singing Beach, which is really beautiful. You should check that out too. Of course, go to Boston, take the train down to Boston. Beacon Hill is absolutely incredible. It's been photographed to death, but I still suggest going there and checking it out anyway. And just looking at everything with fresh eyes, like just look at everything as a child. Look at everything like it's brand new. Do that anyway. It feels amazing to like forget all your definitions about everything and forget all the BS that's in your mind and just look at everything like it's brand new, like you're an alien that just landed on this planet and everything around you is like brand new and so cool and pretty and everything. I suggest doing that all the time, or at least most of the time. Next question is from Redline 6871. Have you ever thought about driving a big rig? You get to live the lifestyle and make decent money at the same time. Yes, I have. There's one thing is I have a lot of tickets back from my motorcycle days. I got a couple 100-mile-per-hour plus tickets, careless driving, and either a 20 or a 30-mile-per-hour over the speed limit. They're all about to drop off my record, but I like being able to stop and hang out for like a week or even 2 weeks or a month if I just need to like rest and balance myself. And I don't like driving more than 5 hours at a time, so I don't think that that would be a good occupation for me. But it is an awesome suggestion, and for people who are comfortable driving for long periods of time and don't need to feel like they're totally free to do whatever they want, then that could totally work for a lot of people with the nomad blood. Itchy feet. Urgh. So next question comes from Joshua Van Dweller. It says, hey, enjoy your videos. One question. Have you stealth camped at a hotel motel parking lot? Just wondering, it might be an easy place and not bothered by police. Thanks. I have not, and because I like to get up at 11 or 12 and lay in bed for an hour or so and look at stuff on my phone and just slowly wake up and get out of bed. And it seems like most hotels you have to check out at like, I don't know, it's like anywhere from like 10 to noon. And I get up after that. I get out of bed, and it takes me about like another hour to get going and doing stuff. I'm absolutely a night owl. It's just the way I'm wired, so I stay up late. And so yeah, it doesn't work for me, but I know it has worked for other people, so you might want to ask some other people who have done that. They may be of more help. I know they usually take down your license plate number, but I don't think anybody actually goes and checks. So I think as long as you're being respectful and you're not in some ratty ass old van with stuff falling out and like looking like you're a person living in their vehicle, you're like super stealthy about it and respectful, and you don't bother anybody, I think it could totally work. Next question comes from Minority of Thought. Ooh, I like that. It sounds like a band name. If you had to use a smaller vehicle, would you still choose this lifestyle? Depends on the vehicle. I tried it on a motorcycle and I did not like it. I really didn't like it. It might have been different if it was like a Goldwing or something. I know Dan Travels had a Goldwing for a while, but even he ended up with a van. I think I could do a Prius by myself as long as I have enough room to stretch out a bed all the way and sleep comfortably every single night and not have to be like crammed in the back seat of a car or something. That would be horrible. I think I could totally do it. Maybe room for my fridge. Otherwise, like I could live without the guitars. I need my laptop and my camera. That's about it. So yeah, totally. Depending on what it was. As long as the main thing is the bed. I gotta have a full-size bed and it's gotta be comfortable. Next question comes from Abdullah Rahim. Abdullah Rahim. Is that how you pronounce that? Khan. Question is, I was wondering how much car insurance is going to cost. I plan on living in a van and have saved almost $3,000 now. I'm 18. My only fear at this point is car insurance. Any advice? Yeah, you got to get quotes, man, because everybody's different. There's so many different factors into the equation of how much they charge you. I mean, age, sex, location, driving history. I think credit history might have something to do with it. I would suggest to pick out like maybe 3 or 4 of the top insurance companies in your country, whatever country you live in, and get quotes online. Just choose like 1 or 2 different vehicles that you're really looking at. Like if you know you want a full-size van and it's going to be newer, age of the vehicle, and the vehicle determines price too. So if you know you want like around a 2000 Chevy Express 350 or 250 or whatever size, get a quote on that one. If you're also looking at Astros, get a quote on that. If you're also looking at box trucks as a possibility, get a quote on that. Just from all 3 vehicles at like maybe 3 or 4 different insurance agencies. They are going to run your credit, so it's going to reduce your credit score for, I think, like a month or 2, just because they take the hard hits of inquiries. But that shouldn't last very long, and but be aware of that. So if you're trying to apply for a loan coming up in the next few months, you may want to hold off or just do like 1 or 2 different insurance places just to get an idea. I know I used Progressive and they had the best prices for me, but other people have gotten the best prices with State Farm, Geico, whatever. So that's what you got to do because it's going to be different for everybody. Next question comes from Tech and Muscle. Wait, is that the next question? Yeah, Tech and Muscle. He says, do you ever wake up and not know where you are? Yes, all the time. I love that feeling. I absolutely love it. It's one of the best feelings in the world. It gives me such a big, stupid smile. Next question comes from Cody Firm SQP. I don't know how to say that. I recently just got out of a 4-year relationship. We're still friends. That's cool, man. The relationship has just kind of lost it. I'm really struggling in making a decision whether I want to move out to California or to do the van life. I've watched countless videos on van living, and I think I would love it, but at the same time, I've always wanted to live in California, and I have a place in California if I want it. Any thoughts? Yeah, buy a cheap but reliable van, do a very basic build on it, get a bed, get a good bed, get the bed, go on my website and go to shop and check out the bed. I got this mattress for $100. It's literally the most comfortable mattress I've ever had. I've had like $1,500 queen, like pillow top of the line mattresses. Get one of these mattresses, put it in the back, put up some curtains, and call it good, and drive to California, go the long way. If this house is in Northern California, start in San Diego and drive all the way up. If it's in San Diego or Southern California, start up north and drive all the way down. Go on a big, long-ass road trip. By the time you get there, you'll know. And even if you decide to stay there, you'll still have a badass rig for getting new furniture for your new place, and then going out on weekends and going camping and stuff, man. There's all kinds of cool places to camp out in California, every part of it. Check out Death Valley. The place is amazing. Don't go in July on a motorcycle in full leather, so you might almost die. Pat 332, or I think it's 33, yeah, 2 days ago, says, what was the most stressful thing that you've encountered on the road? I don't stress much, but I'm sure situations may give you slight anxiety. By the way, you're awesome and inspiring. Thanks, dude. You know what? Actually, the build-up of the pressure from the channel and trying to make my videos better and better and better, and then trying to answer all the comments and all the emails and keep up with social media and figure out the photography business thing and figure out all this other stuff, figure out how to get to Australia and all this other stuff. I was figuring out so much stuff, trying to figure out so much stuff at once and trying to keep up with all this stuff and make it happen now that I just wore myself out. So I had to like metaphorically kill myself the other day, and not myself, but my sense of self, all my beliefs, and let go of everything and approach everything from a new perspective. So that was the most stressful thing I've encountered and since I've been on the road. And I've ran out of money a couple times, and police and everything else. That was definitely the most stressful. All up here. Next question is from Van Asylum. Hey, brother, the advice you gave me about the to go outside and just be in that moment to slow my mind kicked ass. Thank you so much, brother. You're welcome. My question for you is, with all the van dwelling questions, are you aware of some hidden pains in the deeper questions you were asked? Also, how does it feel knowing that you're helping others simply by being yourself? Mad respect to you, brother. Love you and hope to meet you soon. Love you too, man. I am aware of the hidden pains. I have, like, see, here's the problem is I don't want to be like, I don't want to sound like I'm some arrogant, egotistical prick, but I do have an understanding of my own mind and a certain empathy and an ability to understand other people and what they're going through and what's behind the way they act and what's the root of the way they act and believe. Most of the time, I have like a natural understanding of how the mind works that other people don't seem to have. Somehow, I think that's one of my, like just my natural abilities, that everybody has like their own special areas, things that they're really good at. And I think mine is understanding the mind. And it's just what I do. It's just the way I work. So I don't, so yes, I am aware of the hidden pains and deeper questions. I guess it doesn't, I guess it feels good to help people, but it doesn't, I don't feel like I'm a better person for it, I guess. I don't know, I guess it feels good, but it's just something I do, you know? I mean, does it feel good to that bird that cleans the alligator's teeth to help the alligator, you know? Does he reward himself for that? I don't know. So I guess I'm not really sure how to answer that. I'm gonna move on. Nomadic society. When you are a giver, as you probably are as I, then you expend energy when you are ministering to the spirit or helping others by hearing them out. But if you were hanging out with another giver like me, you would feel refreshed, not spent. Sharing your life, like on YouTube, is or should be something that makes you feel good, or at least it should be. When you hang out with truly giving spirit, a lot of people, not all, but more than willing to admit, are takers and needy, and that can be draining to your mind, soul, and body and strength. I totally agree. I've known a few people who were who didn't leave me feeling drained, and they were the true giving spirits. One recently, actually, and he left me feeling totally energized and like free and light, even though I was totally kind of overwhelmed by stress. I totally understand what you're saying, and I totally agree. Yeah, that's absolutely me. You got me down, dude. I think what's happening is not that people are takers. I think it's that our society and our culture is wrapped up in this idea that we have to escape from our pain and run from our pain instead of facing ourselves and growing. It's more about distraction and how can I numb this pain and feel something better instead of how can I move through this pain so that it's no longer an issue and that I can become a complete person within myself. You know what I mean? So I just want to clarify that I don't think people are just takers. I think that people are hurt. I think that everybody's gone through some trauma, and some more severe than others, but we all experience it subjectively. What's really, really hard for one person might be really, really easy for another person to like get through and let go of and learn from and everything. So I think that these people who take are, they're just wounded people, and when they find someone who's willing to just sit down and listen to them and hear them out, they just subconsciously take advantage of it and use that situation to try to relieve themselves of their pain. So I think that's what that's about. But yes, absolutely. Elba Serrano says, great video, great information. Oh, thank you. I'm having problems choosing the battery for my 160-watt solar panel. Which one do you think I should buy? I have 12 people that I have subscribed, and they all have different opinions. Of course they do. I want to hear yours. My opinion is to probably get like at least 200 amp hours. And the brand, just get on Amazon and figure out which ones. The first one that has like 4.5 stars, that has like at least 50 votes on it and mostly good reviews, you know, and meets the requirements for what you want, just get that one. It doesn't have to be a big stressful thing, man. Just find one that's decent and go with it. Spend that energy on something else. Urbanite735 says, I don't have a suggestion for a brand, I'm sorry. I think it's Delta Last Gold or something. It's the one from Sears, Duralast Gold, something gold. It's been a good battery. I don't know. Check out Amazon, I think there's cheaper ones. Urbanite73 asks, have you thought about doing work camps like the Sugar Beet Harvest or Amazon? Yeah, I want to do the Sugar Beet Harvest. The problem with Amazon is it conflicts with the timing of a haunted house in Salem, and I definitely am going to be doing that again this year. Which means I can't do Amazon, which means I will make less money, but I will have a lot more fun. Hoi Ban Pang says, do you carry any memorabilia from your past? No, I don't think I do. Yes, I do. I have a letter that my mom wrote for me that says something like, I love you, be safe, or something like that. There might be a little more to it. It's in my glove box up front. That's the only thing I really have. I don't really hold on to things. It's feelings that I remember something and then I feel something. That's the feeling that's important to me. The feeling of the memory is what's important. Things do trigger that, but it's also really like once you look at something so many times, it's no longer there. That's how our brains work. Like we're always looking for new information, and they like just ignore all the old stuff. So if something was out of place in here, I would see that, but I would ignore everything else, basically. So I don't see the point in holding on to things for sentimental value. It doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather have some random thing trigger a memory, or I'd rather go back and in time in my mind and find that memory, or see a picture. Pictures totally work for me. I've got a lot of pictures. I guess that counts. That's about it. I got a lot of pictures, and I go through them regularly and remember fond things and feel amazing. So that's it, guys. Please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to drop your comment below. Oh my God, I totally forgot again. Oh, I was supposed to do this last week. I got a video comment, okay? Oh man, I was supposed to do this at the beginning too. Hey, if you guys want to send me video questions, send them to my email, intothemystery13@gmail.com. But check this out. Roll clip.
Hey man, just wondering if you're ever going to come to the UK at some point.
Yes, I absolutely will be going to the UK someday. I don't know when, but I absolutely want to, and it's going to be amazing, and I hope to meet you there. Oh, sorry, I almost missed you, dude. I will see you guys very soon. Love you,